we still have some great color out there, so we'll run through it here. First off, Barberry Crimson Cutie, still looking really good. You know, foliage will start getting a little tired here, but they're still looking great. They got great color. They can go just about anywhere, you know, garden center for some last minute sales, or get into the landscape channels there and get them in the ground, get them going. Very tough, very adaptable. Remember, this one is the only real certified sterile one. A lot of the other ones they say they're sterile, but they're not certified. So the next couple of slides, go ahead and go into them. So this is a new program for us. We had a little bit of misfortune to kind of explain the program. So we have these 1 gallons. They're a large 1 gallon. It's a PF 400, so it's a bigger 1 gallon. They're all proven winners. We have a lot of different varieties. Some of them we don't normally grow as a 2 or a 3. So it's an opportunity to have some of those. This is great stuff for that garden center market. You know, this is something that hopefully you can start talking about. Sorry, the info's coming kind of late. We're trying to get tags for it. We're kind of contract growing it, and things didn't go the way we wanted to. So we're going to offer it for general sales. So I'm just going to show you a couple here. We're still getting some codes in, trying to get tags. You know, you're going to see varieties keep adding here in a couple of weeks. Once I'm sure we can secure the tags and we'll get the codes in, I'll give you the full list. But right now, I think we got about 30 varieties in right now, so you can see them starting to pop up, especially on the Huron inventory. Most of them are up here at Huron. But I'm just going to show you a couple here. So this one is Sunjoy Citrus. It's been out there for a couple of years. We don't grow it in our production line, but it's a real nice yellow to green, nice clean foliage. So it's going to get you that yellow foliage without all that spotting, and you know, you get branches that die back in some of the other yellows. This is a real nice yellow, and we got 300 of those. You go to Salix. This is Salix Black Cat. It is a green leaf shrub, Salix willow, but it gets these catkins in the spring that are like, well, they're black, so they're really dark and they're big. So you can go on Proven Winners website and see what the catkin looks like. There's lots of photos on this thing. So, but it's pretty cool. It's unique. And then the next one is Velvet Frog. So this is kind of cool. It kind of gets that green edge to the purple leaf. You know, it still has a plume, a little bit more compact, but you know, not as compact as some of the other ones that we picked up. But it's a real nice one. It's got good shape to it. So, you know, there's 3 different plants there. Look through that. We'll keep showing them to you. You know, there again, I know it's late, but, you know, this is something you can start talking to garden centers, maybe to get them excited, bring in a few of these things. They're not huge numbers on most of these. We do have some pretty big numbers on Hydrangea paniculatas, but most of the numbers are between 100 and 300 or so. So we'll see how this goes. If we decide we want to turn this into a program, we might do that going forward. But right now, this program's in limbo, depending on how well we do with booking and sales this year. So stay tuned. Hydrangea Firelight. So we want to show you some hydrangeas that look fantastic out there. You can see these Firelight are colored up. That is a today photo, yesterday photo. You know, next week we can ship this plant with foliage on it and still have that good color in there. So if somebody's looking for something last minute, something wow, grab them, get them in. It's not going to last long. You know, the first frost we get, it's all over. But there's no frost predicted for the next couple weeks. So a great plant to get out there. Great sizing on this one. This is a full 5 squat. So this is a big one. You can see there from the measuring stick, and we have 600 of them. They're just cookie cutter down through the pot beds. Firelight Tidbit. So you go to that one. This is in a 3-gallon here, so it's in a little bit different stage of bloom because of how we trimmed it. You can see it's just pushing its flower out right now. So this flower will also last for several weeks here, probably to the end of the month. You'll still continue to get color. It has that white cream color as it comes out, and then it fades to pink. So you can see it's just starting to get pink into it. So as we go through the next several weeks, it will go pink. And Little Lime Punch. So I think this one's gonna be a real hot one for next year. I don't particularly like the name because I think it can be a little confusing. But it's a little lime. I guess they found it in some little lime. It does have a lime green flower, but for a very short period, and then it turns white, and then it goes to this pink, deep pink. So you can see this thing from a mile away. So great plant, definitely more dwarf than Little Lime. Little Lime can get a little big and a little floppy. So they got that fixed up with this, and you have this fantastic color. So definitely like your cherry Kool-Aid punch color. So what was that? How about a nice Hawaiian punch? Remember that commercial? So there you go there. So next, we got some Blue Maids that are looking really good. You can see there we still got some fresh foliage on those. We got 2,000 plus in a 3-gallon. Very glossy leaf. This is the glossiest leaf Manservia holly that we grow. So great plant. It will berry up. You can use any male to pollinate, any male that we grow to pollinate it. So pretty adaptable. You don't want to go too far north with it without protecting it, but definitely kind of our range south. It does really well. I would say probably Columbus area south is really the range where they plant a lot of these. So consider that, and it will hold up better as you go south with heat than like Prince or Princess. Doesn't particularly like the heat as much, where this one here can handle the heat cold differences pretty well. Okay, we've been showing you these Ilex verticillatas, so deciduous type of Ilex holly. You can see here these are real photos. She did a close-up photo for you of what the berries look like. So we got Goblin Orange, which is like a deep orange to red. It starts out light, it's a green berry, then it kind of goes through its orange periods, and this is about as dark as it's going to get. These berries should hold on for quite a while, all the way through Christmas, as long as they're not handled too much, because you can rub them off, but definitely get them shipped out earlier the better. The more berries will stay on. The later you wait to ship them, during the shipping process they can fall on. And then Magical Berry, a little bit different. But this one's more of it will continue to get redder and redder. It'll get to a deep red. And this is in the PTW program. Jeff also has some of these. It's a Long Road that I looked at yesterday. They're looking just as good. I mean, they're really nice, full of berries. So great berrying this year. So we'll look at a couple fruit trees. So Malice, we got Yellow Delicious apple. So you can see there the sizing, the shape, they're still looking good. You can see underground, we're starting to lose foliage. That's going to continue. We'll continue to have foliage drop. It's you guys are defying my expectations right now, which is a good thing, I guess, but I can't figure out why it's happening. But we're shipping a lot of fruit trees right now, so that's interesting. Probably a lot of pent-up demand. You guys probably know better than I would, but that's great. We'll keep shipping them out the door. Just remember, fruit trees, especially peaches and apricots, when you try to plant them like from now on into the ground, you can have some issues. That thing can try to re-trigger, re-break, and then it'll freeze and do damage to the tree. Apples are probably more adaptable to that type of planting. I don't know of any orchard that really plants peaches in the fall. They always wait till springtime to plant peaches. So just keep that in mind, if it comes up. The rest we'll keep shipping them. Just I hope people, understand the differences. I want them to be successful. So, Prunus Stella. So that's just showing you a cherry there. We have some other cherries as well. And we're starting to lose leaves on them, but you can see there. We got great height on them, sizing on them. Remember, these are 7s. So it's a great package. We'll continue to have them, book them for spring. So we'll just keep moving on. Spirea candy corn keeps shining on here. It's really loving this warm weather in the fall. Continues to look great. I know you guys are shipping quite a few of them every week. Keep shipping them. I have another 7,000 that are coming online. They're down in Columbus, heading down there today. But Tim, the grower down there, has been showing me photos. They look great. They're already can full. So this should be pretty seamless going into spring. We'll have a real great crop to start shipping right off the bat. We'll be shipping those in April with no problem well before Mother's Day. So keep selling these. We got the other ones in the virtual bucket for booking, and we'll move them into a more realistic actual spring bucket as soon as I can start moving them from Columbus. Green Giant. So we wanted to show you, you guys did a great job shipping the 15-gallon 72-inch. We're pretty much out of those. We're now into a 60, but it's a real nice 60. I just can't call it a 72. And it's cheaper than we were selling the 72 for, but that's on the 15s. I just wanted to show you what kind of value you got on the 7s. So we list the G7 there. It's on the left as a 48-inch. You can see there, the 48-inch is still in the body. So we're pushing up there. I really don't want to call it a 60. Maybe I should to give you guys a little bit better read, because I hate having 15-gallon 60s and 7-gallon 60s. But you got a great value plant. Hopefully you can grab this photo, show people. This would be a great value to get it out there. Landscapers should love this thing. You're getting a full size bigger. Yeah, and on the right is a G5, which is a squat pot. We offer that as like a 42-inch. You can see there, it's the body's at 4 foot and it's pushing past that. These things are going to continue to grow. So they're going to continue to keep looking really good.